when we have people who join, we can do that. When we talk about people we don't like.
No, never that one, Funk Flex.
I hate that shit.
You can make the Reggie Noble version of it.
Yeah. Boom, chicka, boom, boom. Willkommen. And Magical Twinkle. That's always nice.
Wasn't that your nickname in high school?
If it was, I didn't know about it.
If it wasn't, it is now.
What is soft hip hop music? Have you listened to that?
No, I went through
This is soft hip hop.
No, it sounds like Danzig. Mama.
Mother.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, that's not hip hop.
No.
All right, Cranky says let's have a show. So
yeah, he's here. Gail's here. Oh, you still have music playing, it says.
no, I just stopped it.
Yeah, I know. It's showing me the weird music. That was weird. Anyway. All right. I should probably get the button ready to record the show. That would be nice, huh?
Oh, did you get your package from Gail with the most recent?
Yes, it's in my refrigerator. Yes.
So is mine. So on the first break, I'll go grab one because I'll probably have one for BR's L's.
Yes. Yeah, I just got home and it was here. So
because I have one that I'm really looking for. I haven't tried any of them yet because I want to save them and do them.
Right. Yeah.
The first one I'm going to do tonight, I think, is Grumpy Bucks. Did you get that one?
I don't think I got that one.
Grumpy
she likes to mix them up and give us different ones.
Grumpy Bucks Orange Wheat. So I'm going to go with Grumpy Buck.
Uncle Rumpy.
Because I have a right to be grumpy. I've been persecuted.
You have been. All right. We got the opening overlay up. We've got Uncle Rumpy and his Grumpy Buck. And I'm going to hit this because I made this forever ago when we first started EV Mux and I never use it. Yeah. You know, I used it last week, but I never use it.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to say, I'm going to give you a Shree. Woo's your mama?
This week on the Mr. Throwback Thursday podcast, Dame Dash drops a controversial bomb on the legacy of Reasonable Doubt. Afro Man builds the wildest presidential ticket in history with Flavor Flav. And Maryland officially protects the culture in the courtroom by passing the PACE Act. We are paying our respects to Digital Underground's Cletus Mack, breaking down the massive 30-year silence between Bob Dylan and the Fugees, tackling the brewing controversy of AI-generated rap clones, and scoping out Snoop Dogg's brand new Venice Beach ice cream empire. And you already know, we have your Woo News covered, featuring a cream specialty coffee pop-up in Memphis, and Method Man hitting the early morning turf with the Hofstra ROTC. Bill is on the mic delivering the headlines. Jamie is behind the boards, keeping us on the air. And this episode starts right now.
It's not just any day. It's Mr. Throwback Thursday.
All you kids want to get on and shit.
You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
I'll be damned. At the count of three, I want y'all to tell me the name of my DJ. 1, 2, 3.
The poppers pop and the breakers break. All the fellas say oh and the girls say hey. Give it up for the DJ, Mr. Throwback Thursday.
And now, here's your hosts, Bill Winters and Mr. Throwback Thursday himself, Jamie Robinson.
Welcome, everybody, once again to Mr. Throwback Thursday. It is indeed your two favorite idiots bringing you all the hip-hop news you've come to expect. It's episode 640, and Bill is up in New York. Jamie is down in Virginia. Bill on the mic. Jamie behind the controls, as you heard in the opening, Phil. How are you, my friend? How was your trip?
I am well. The trip was kind of great. We ran into an unexpected surprise, if you will. We showed up at the airport for our chartered flight by Caesar's Air.
Yes.
And who was in the terminal? But my mom and dad, who were taking the same chartered flight and didn't tell us about it.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. So we got there and they took us out to dinner the first night for our anniversary, which was actually our return day was our anniversary. But it was.
Mm-hmm. Yes. By the way, happy anniversary to you and Mrs.
Thank you.
Throwback Thursday. 32 years, yeah.
32.
And I was there 32 years ago.
You were. So was I.
And so was our good friend Scott. And
He
very
was.
happy birthday, happy heavenly birthday
As we record, yes.
to Bobo. Maybe gone, but never forgotten.
Yeah.
God, if he was alive, he'd be part of this nonsense.
Well,
Even
he's
though-
part of tonight. I got my
Yeah,
TBT 800 mug with the SC initials on the bottom. That's why I'm using
Nice.
this one today.
very good. So now Scott might not have known everything about the music because he was more of a rock guy,
He was, yes.
but he probably would be the one reading lyrics at the end of the show. If he was here.
He would be our show's Flavor Flav.
He would be, yes. He'd be like one of the doofballs on the Pat McAfee show, or
Yes.
one of the, you know who he'd be? He'd be Frank the Tank from Barstool.
Barstool.
That's who he'd be.
He'd be Baba Booey.
And I say that with all the love in the world.
Yes.
He has been gone now
It is 26 years.
6 years, yeah. So I was gonna say because he was at the wedding. He was part of the wedding party
He was.
because Ralph drank him under the table.
As he's been
As
known
he
to
did
do.
with all of us. But we love you, Scott. We miss you.
Indeed.
Keep smiling down.
Little Hong Kong Bobo.
Little Hong Kong Bobo. So but yeah, happy anniversary to you. The reason
Thanks,
we're
and
recording on Friday is because I will be going away to
For your
celebrate
anniversary.
my anniversary. We're
On Star Wars
dyslexic.
Day.
I will be hitting 23, so we are dyslexic. Yes, 23 years this Monday. May the 4th be with you. I'll be
Indeed.
up in the beautiful hamlet of Lake George / Queensbury / Glens Falls, New York. I will be up there for May the 4th be with you and Revenge of the 5th.
Revenge of the 5th, yes.
So- and I will be coming home on whatever the hell they make the 6th.
Yes.
And then going back up on Friday to pick Janelle up because she's got to be up there for 2 more days for a business meeting.
Ah.
So I'm driving home on Wednesday. She'll stay there Wednesday and Thursday, and then I'll drive back up and get her on Friday.
Yeah, she's flipping it into a work trip.
Yeah. So Lake George is nice. Yes, it really is. We found a really nice hotel last year for her because she didn't want to get up and drive the morning of the meeting.
Mhm.
So last year I said, well, drive up the night before. I'll get you a hotel. You can spend the night at this hotel and then just drive, instead of driving 2 hours in the morning, you can check out of the hotel and drive maybe 25 minutes.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
So, because she's not a morning person. And we found a nice little hotel in Glens Falls, although it's called the Queensbury. It's in Glens Falls. So that's where we're going to stay. And then I will.
Then
come
she's going to
home.
kick you out and send you home.
I'm going to come home. She's going to go. Well, I'll have to drop her off. She's staying the next 2 nights after that
Mhm.
at the Sagamore.
Really?
Yes. You know about the Sagamore.
I do, yes.
Sagamore is like $400 a night.
Yeah.
So,
Is work putting her up there?
yes.
Nice.
They are paying for the room. So, but that's everything in the adventures of where in the world are Bill and Jamie going. Just made that up.
Very nice. Very nice. I don't have the proper hat for that.
No, neither do I. So we have the standard menu this week. We have hip hop headlines.
We do.
Quite a few things to talk about this week.
Yeah, lots of
We
news.
We have Woo News, of course.
Because we had no news last week because it was the Derek B 2 hour spectacular.
Yes. Very, very. I went back and listened to that and I really enjoyed that episode. I love when we do the artist spotlight ones.
Yeah.
And Derek B is just, again,
Got one of the hottest records in New York.
That's what we told everybody last week. But it was just so fun to do it and to do a deep dive into an artist that maybe a lot of people hadn't really known of. So that made me feel like we were actually providing a little bit of education with our entertainment. So
that little each one teach one, if we will.
A little edutainment, as
KRS One said, yes.
So we have a one and done this week. Our record of the week is a brand new record that just came out, I believe, yesterday or
day before.
Like
yeah, very, very recently.
Well, we have a new artist of the month.
We do.
Our record of the week is not by our artist of the month because we wanted to get this new record in. But
yes, as we sometimes are forced to do. Yes.
If we have a record next week, because we have a special surprise coming for next week, and we'll get to that in a little bit. And that may preempt all the music. Sometimes
you never know. We never know.
We plan for it not to preempt the music.
Yes.
We always have it as a backup, but sometimes we just have to say, you know what, we'll do that record next week.
Yep. We always write an entire show just in case.
We have an old and the new this week from a friend of the show and a legend teaming up, who I'd love to be a friend of the show, but we haven't gotten him yet. Hopefully that'll happen. I will read lyrics, of course, and then we will put a bow on episode 640, and then I can go start my anniversary weekend. But before that happens, sir, because it is Friday, and we are recording during the recording of Friday Night SmackDown, would you please be so kind to give me a little of that Triple H?
Yay.
This is Hip Hop Headlines, brought to you by Mr. Throwback Thursday.
We'll get on it. It's your turn.
We're going to start Hip Hop Headlines, unfortunately, this week, as we do sometimes with a fresh in piece. And this one came out of nowhere.
It did.
Tough news coming out of the West Coast. According to a new report from TMZ, Cletus Mack, widely known as Clee, from the legendary Oakland collective Digital Underground, has suddenly passed away. Cause of death has not been revealed as far as we know yet. No. Representatives for the group released a statement saying that Clee was a massive part of the soul behind the movement, bringing warmth, loyalty, and a quiet strength to the entire crew. For those of you familiar with Digital Underground and want to trace the timeline, Clee officially joined the Evolving Collective back in 1993. In fact, his very first single with Digital Underground was What's Up With The Love, which famously featured Tupac right as his solo career was catching fire.
Yeah.
Digital Underground was always known for being a massive rotating family of musicians rather than just a standard rap group. Following the sudden passing 5 years ago of the founder, visionary, Shock G.
The one who put the satin on your panties?
Yeah, from what we've been told.
Yeah.
Money P told us that, and he's a friend of the show. Losing another integral piece of that P-Funk inspired hip hop family is a pretty heavy blow. So if you're keeping score, that's 3 members of the Underground that are gone now. If you count Tupac as a member of the Underground.
Well, yes, you have to.
You have to. So Tupac, of course, gone years ago. Shock G and all of his alter egos left 5 years ago, and now,
which means you could then include Humpty Hump as a member, who we also lost.
Yes, and MC Blowfish and Piano Man.
Piano Man.
Yeah, everybody that was on those records that was under the Shock G influence.
Yeah.
The Mr. Throwback Thursday show and everybody associated with it extend our deepest regards, our sympathies, and our condolences to the friends, fans, and family of Cletus Mack, Clee from Digital Underground. Now, we talk all the time about how deeply the 90s golden era has influenced mainstream culture, but this next story takes it to a new level, theatrical level. According to WMUK,
Muck.
Wamuck, the Face Off Theater Company out in Michigan is currently running a stage production called Cinderella, the Remix.
Not Cinderella, Dana Dane. That's not the one we're talking about.
And not DJ Spinderella.
No.
This is
either
DJ
one of them.
Cinderella, and they have completely reimagined the classic fairy tale into a hip-hop origin story, kind of like your hip-hop Nutcracker.
Indeed.
Instead of a medieval kingdom, the show takes
Did we also do a Romeo and Juliet one that we've talked about in the past, I think?
We have talked about that, yes.
Yeah.
Instead of a medieval kingdom, the show takes place in hip-hop Hollywood. Now, in this version, Cinderella is not a maid. She's an aspiring underground DJ trying to break into a heavily male-dominated industry. The traditional royal ball has been replaced by an exclusive jam hosted by a famous rapper named Jay Prince.
Mm-hmm.
And the iconic glass slipper has been swapped out for a DJ glove.
Is it when I read that part and I was like, a DJ glove? I wonder if it's like the glove that the glove used in breaking. You know,
Maybe.
With the big studded.
And all I could think of
he's
was,
reckless.
If the glove does not fit, you must acquit. The Chewbacca defense.
That's right. Chewbacca lives on Endor. You must acquit.
So Jay Prince, the iconic glass slipper, the glove, to navigate the scene and get behind the turntables, Cinderella actually has to create an alter ego named DJ Sincere.
Mm-hmm.
The co-director specifically built the entire aesthetic around 1990s hip-hop culture. They even curated the pre-show music to exclusively spotlight female MCs from the golden era.
Nice.
The lead actress, named Nikita Rose, plays Cinderella, actually conducted independent research into the 15 different techniques of live scratching just to make sure her physical performance behind the boards was authentic to the culture.
That is
love that.
Yes. You've seen so many times. Let's go back to what used to irritate the shit out of me. The Ellen Show, where she would have guest DJ, DJ.
Beat Shazam used to do the same thing.
Yeah. It would be DJ Paris Hilton would come in. And she would like just stand behind there and like reach up like she was pushing buttons on a. You're not even attempting to act like you're DJing.
No.
Yeah, I used to. So for somebody who's doing a part in a local play, who goes above and beyond to learn all of these techniques to make it look authentic, it's like somebody doing an opening monologue on Saturday Night Live, acting like they're playing guitar while the person in the background is actually playing for them.
Right.
And making no attempt to look like you're playing guitar. Commit.
Kind
this
of
is
like
your craft.
You remember the Addicted to Love video, right? Robert
Yes.
Palmer.
Yes.
Girls. They didn't look like they were playing those instruments.
No. And that is what you get.
But nobody cared because they were hot and they were wearing short dresses and tight dresses. And in the grand scheme of things, I'm quite sure nobody really cared.
No.
But this, this has a little bit more. So I'm glad.
Yeah. Like I said, and nobody in the audience may have cared either way, but she cared enough to learn to make it look authentic.
That's a sign of a good artist to me.
It is.
An incredibly creative way to introduce a new generation to the foundational elements of hip hop through a story that they already know. Now, we have seen hip hop slowly make its way into live theater. I go back to In the Heights, the first Lin-Manuel Miranda musical, which I love.
But you have to bring up Hamilton.
Hamilton is the
right, because everybody knows that one. Whether they've seen it or not, they all know it and they know how it's presented.
And most people know 2 or 3 snippets from that show, whether they realize it or not. I mean, you've never seen it, but if I say
No.
I am not throwing away my shot, you know
Right.
what that's from.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen him do it on Saturday Night Live. I've seen him do it on Jimmy Fallon. Like, that's enough. I have no idea what it's even about, that part, but I know that part.
I actually loved Hamilton.
Yes,
I
we
mean,
all know.
They took some, I will say they took some artistic license.
From the historical.
Yes. So, but other than that, it was really well done. And the rhymes, people can say what they want. Lin-Manuel Miranda writes tight fucking rhymes.
Yeah.
And he references so many people in that show.
Mhm.
Like he's got a song in there called The 10 Dual Commandments, which is, an
Aaron
homage to Biggie with, basically.
Yeah.
An homage to Biggie with 10 crack commandments. It's just.
And you want to know why I would know the name Aaron Burr? Because I'm not a history guy.
I kind of am to a certain extent. I remember the.
Do you remember the TV commercial where the guy was calling into the radio station to answer the question and he had his mouth full of food?
Aaron Burr.
Yes, that is why I remember the name Aaron Burr.
And then at the end, he's like, Aaron Burr.
Yep. That is why I remember.
I got an even more obscure reference for you. I learned that Aaron Burr assassinated Alexander Hamilton when I was a kid by playing with an old toy that I had called 2XL.
Mm-hmm. What, a robot?
2XL was shaped like a robot. Basically, it was an 8-track tape player.
Gotcha.
And you...
So it's Teddy Ruxpin, but it's a robot.
Pretty much. But I learned a shit ton of things from that 2XL. One of which was that Aaron Burr is the one who killed Alexander Hamilton in a duel.
Yeah, I just remember the picture, and the guy's looking at the picture saying Aaron Burr with his mouth full, and he didn't win because I don't even remember what the commercial was for. But I remember that clear as day. Because
now I'm going to have to look it up.
Because back then we couldn't fast forward through commercials.
I mean, if this comes up, oh my God, it's a Got Milk commercial.
Well, was he eating cookies and something?
He was eating cookies or donuts or something like that. Yes. Yeah, it was the debut commercial for the Got Milk campaign.
Really?
Directed by Michael Bay.
There were no explosions in that.
It's on YouTube.
What year is it?
1983.
Jesus.
You know what? Here,
you're old.
I am old. I'm going to send you this because we have to play this.
Because you're going to make me screen share it so you don't have to?
I don't know how. You are the guy who does all this stuff. I'm the guy on the mic.
I heard that somewhere.
Yes. So
all right, where are you sending it?
Here's in the private Shizat because
all
I
right.
never send you anything. In the
I know.
Shizat.
You send me questions. And why don't I have this? Why didn't you put this in my stuff? I was like, well, shit.
There you go.
All right, let me pull this
now,
up.
it's probably going to have commercials and all that, but still.
It does, but once I get past the commercial.
1993. I'm sorry, 1993.
Okay, that's better.
Debut commercial.
I was like, wow, Got Milk was that early?
For the Got Milk campaign directed by Michael Bay, starring Sean Whalen, referencing the famous duel between Alexander Hamilton and Aaron Burr.
This is what you guys all signed up for. Aren't you happy?
This is what the patrons pay for.
All right, here we go.
All right, now here we go.
And that was the Vienna Wood
Peanut
Dance
butter.
CD, one of my all-time favorites. And now let's make that random
I know that actor,
call
too.
with today's $10,000 question. It's a tough one. Who shot Alexander Hamilton in that famous duel? All right, let's go to the phones and see who's out there. Hello, for $10,000. Who shot... Excuse me? I'm afraid your time is almost up. I'm sorry, maybe next time.
And there you have it.
And there you have it. Oh,
Complete
man.
waste of your time and ours, but we had to get there.
That is not a waste of time. That is a classic commercial, and it references what we're talking about. So I will
Yes.
allow it. I'm making a.
Well, yeah, I played it. Why are
But
we talking about
anyway,
Aaron Burr?
because we were talking about Hamilton and the
Oh,
fact
yes.
that hip-hop
Why are we
has
talking
made
about
its way
Hamilton?
because hip hop has made its way into live theater with
Gotcha.
Hamilton and stuff, but it's rarely used to retell classic folklore like Cinderella, which is what we were talking about. From a cultural perspective, do you think using DJing and MCing is an effective way to tell these fairy tales for kids today? Or
Yeah, I totally do. We were just talking a few weeks ago about that that summer program to teach kids using hip hop, and you remember that Fox News is all up in arms about it
yes,
because you can't do that. But if there's an entire program built around this is how we can teach kids who learn differently, then yeah, this is a proven method.
Mhm.
Cinderella is okay. So Cinderella,
Everybody knows the story of Cinderella.
right?
I
You
think it's pretty safe to say.
yes, you go from Cinderella, all the way up to okay. Well, the actual story is blah blah. The Grimm fairy tales, whatever. Whoever has that one, I don't know.
But do they remember the late 80s hairband Cinderella that sang Nobody's Fool?
Yes, we do. In all their purple.
I love that song, actually. Yes, that album was very purple.
Yes.
Not as purple as Prince, but right,
No, but a close second.
very much.
And they also had blouses.
Game blouses.
But anyway, yes, I do believe that is a good way to teach the.
What's your thought on the DJ glove? Do you think there was anything else they could have used to represent the glass slipper?
I don't think so, because she is a DJ and it's something that she has to leave behind. It's not like you can use her crate of records or.
I would have went with a Kangol or something.
Yeah, but the glove will fit
Or
more than the hat would.
Here's the other thing I was thinking.
Hmm.
Use the turntables themselves. She has to leave the turntables behind.
Yes,
And everybody who gets up there to try to scratch doesn't know what they're doing
yeah, it's possible.
until Cinderella gets up there and she's the DJ and
And he's the rapper.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only reason I think that the glove works, because not all DJs have gloves, especially not now. No DJs have gloves,
No.
but because of the fit, like the slipper, the
Right.
glove would have to fit.
Okay, I get that.
That's the only reason that I would say okay, that's a good thing to go with,
yeah,
because you have to have for the story
Mhm.
all the people trying it on and it doesn't fit and blah blah.
All right, I understand that.
We'll
I
allow
still
it.
would have I still would have liked it to just been the actual tables.
Yeah,
Everybody
no.
else gets up there and the tables won't even move.
I'll,
kinda like King Arthur's
Excalibur.
sword. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. See, you and I, same thought. And then researching the scratch. I mean, 15
Yeah,
different
that's-
scratching techniques just so she looked authentic.
Yeah. Not that she needs to be able to actually do it on her own with real tables, but she needs to look like she does know how.
Mm-hmm. Which, I mean, that's acting.
Yeah.
I suppose that's
It's
kind of
the-
part of
it's-
method acting.
Yeah. It's the DJ version of lip syncing, I guess.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So if this thing comes to a theater near you, a live performance, you should
Mhm.
probably go see it. And
Yeah.
if you do, let us know about it.
Then I can play the I was there
You
segment.
can. And in the meanwhile, we all remember that the guy who shot Hamilton was Aaron
Oh,
Burr.
boy.
Because, we had our milk.
Indeed.
Because he got high,
That's the only reason I can think of that he would have come up with this.
we have a political update today that sounds
We do.
like an absolute fever dream, but it is completely real.
Because we're all about politics here.
According to All Hip Hop, Afro Man is officially hinting at a 2028 presidential run under the Libertarian ticket. And he wants none other than William Drayton, professionally known as Flavor Flav, to be his vice president, to be his running mate.
Yeah.
This entire campaign push is coming fresh off a massive real-world legal victory. You probably remember Afro Man's house was raided by police back in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
He famously took his own home security footage of that raid and turned it into a viral music video called Lemon Pound Cake.
Yeah.
The deputies involved actually sued him for defamation and emotional distress. But a jury just ruled completely in Afro Man's favor, backing his absolute right to free speech.
Yeah.
Now he wants to take that momentum straight to the White House.
Taking it to the house.
Apparently, he ran in 2024, mostly built around a cannabis legalization.
No way.
But he says this 2028 platform is expanding to focus heavily on free speech, government corruption, and holding police accountable. He should have ran with Luke.
Well, yeah, but Luke's running for state
Congress
senate.
or something, yeah.
Yeah. Might
And
be Congress.
as for his running mate, Afro Man specifically called Flavor Flav a genuinely brilliant guy who is way smarter than the public gives him credit for. It is undeniably the most unpredictable political ticket we have seen in a long time. So, Afro Man says Flav is smarter than anybody gives him credit for.
He really is. Flav is super intelligent.
We've already said he's a savant musically.
Yeah. Yeah.
He plays what, 14, 15, 17 instruments, something like that?
More than Prince.
Which is saying something.
Yeah.
So after decades of crazy ass reality shows and being the ultimate hype man for Public Enemy, does Flav have the cultural bandwidth to take on a serious political role?
Look,
I think the whole thing is just for, clicks and things
might
like
be.
that. But, dumber things have happened in this country.
Yeah. Look at the guy who's in office now.
Twice.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
look at Jesse Ventura.
If that isn't proof positive that anything can happen, Arnold Schwarzenegger was governor of California.
Al Franken, who was a Saturday Night Live writer and actor, became a senator
from Minnesota.
Yeah.
And I know he was forced to step down. Did he?
He was not forced. He stepped down.
He stepped down from pressure because of what? Because he touched somebody's hair?
Something. Yeah, there was. He got too close to somebody.
Yeah, he touched somebody's hair or something like that
on
an airplane.
Yeah.
And
the things that we have going on now, a little bit more.
Yeah, we need more Al Frankens in the world and whatever.
Yeah.
So this is an authentic platform. Afro Man is building this campaign around government corruption and police accountability after literally beating law enforcement in a defamation trial over a hip-hop music video.
Yeah.
So he's got some panache on this.
Yeah. And to go back to the Flavor Flav question, I believe Flav can flip the switch and bring himself across as the intelligent person that he is.
Has Flav ever been charged or convicted of a felony?
I think so.
Isn't that normally a stopping point?
Normally, but if you're convicted of 30 something of them, it's okay. So that thing is out the window now.
Yeah, I would guess so.
Yeah, but I don't know if people would vote for straight man Flav. I think that is a thing that would throw them for a loop.
Yeah.
Not believing that he's dumb. That's not, but the character of Flavor Flav has been in everyone's mind and in their consciousness since the 80s.
Yeah.
For him to step out of that character,
he would have to be William Drayton.
He would. Right. And I don't know how people would handle that. Saying, "Well, wait a minute, I'm voting for Flavor Flav. I'm not voting for William Drayton."
Exactly. They're voting for the character.
Yeah.
So does having a candidate like Afro Man, who has fought and won
He fought the law
in court for government corruption, police accountability. He
Mm-hmm.
beat law enforcement in a defamation trial. He's won that legal battle before. Does that make him more authentic than a traditional politician, or does that at least make him less of a joke?
I don't know. He's another one. I don't know a lot about Afro Man, the person.
No,
I
I mean, we know the records. We know
Right. Colt 45. Yeah.
Colt 45 and
Right. So I don't know how he comes across to the general public already. I don't know how they perceive him. So I really don't know. Obviously, a bunch of people have favorable opinions of him because, when he was up against all these charges, there were people pulling for him publicly. And so I don't know. I guess it's kind of like Luke. When you step away and say, I am Luther Campbell and I'm running to do this for my city and my state, people go, oh, isn't he the Doo-Doo Brown guy?
Mm-hmm.
No, not right now. He's not. They can see the difference. So I think if you can see the difference.
I mean, if we could look past Ronald Reagan being the bedtime for Bonzo guy.
Right. Well, we didn't have to, but yes, people.
I mean, we mean
yes, as a country. Yes.
The country. So
yeah.
I don't think it's that far of a stretch.
No, I don't think so either.
Now that younger voters are now in the voting pool
mm-hmm.
and are genuinely familiar with Afro Man and the music.
Right.
So, like I said, never underestimate the power of the American people.
Power to the people.
To surprise you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Afro Man claims his message is currently unifying Republicans, Democrats, and Libertarians alike, with the national political climate remaining this bipartisan polarization heading into this latest cycle. Is there a genuine disruptive lane for a completely independent, unfiltered ticket like this that's coming from a hip-hop base
mm-hmm.
to actually draw voters away from the major parties, or is it just lip service and people are going to either vote Republican
red or blue,
Democrat, red or blue?
I think what happens.
I think the younger voters would be swayed, if you ask me.
Yes, but and I'm not trying to get super political, but the people who label themselves as the young Republicans would never. They are.
No, the young Republicans are
hardline racists, is what they are.
More hardline, yeah.
Yes, they.
That's
not people who, not young people who happen to be Republicans, but the young Republicans. Yes.
Yes, that's your Nick Fuentes and
right. Yes. Yes.
What do they call them? The Groypers?
It's something like that. Yeah.
Term.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're disturbing.
But so there's going to be people like that, and there's going to be people like that on each side.
Yeah.
Who are hardline. You will not be able to budge no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
But anyone who is in the, well, I thought about voting for Bernie, but the socialism thing was a little off for me. That crowd who is kind of in the middle
mm-hmm.
could get pulled. I would just be afraid that there would be, for my voting, it would be a vote going away from the person who's going to get more votes, but will now not get enough votes because my vote was pulled.
Right.
For whichever party I would vote for.
Which has always been the criticism of a third party. That
right.
Third parties don't have any chance to win. All they do is pull votes from a legitimate candidate who has a legitimate chance to win.
Right. And not that I would really have wanted to see it, but that is what happened to Hillary Clinton.
Mm-hmm.
There was a strong enough third party that pulled Democratic votes away. And that was the surge that the Republicans needed for that election.
Yeah. Plus, I think there was a lot of people who just couldn't stomach the fact of having a woman president.
Yep.
So that being said, there's a whole lot of stuff to go around with that. But good luck to Afro Man. That's really all I can say about that.
And I hope Flav jumps on the ticket.
You know what? Like I said, dumber things have happened.
Yes.
And
we have been doing this show for 12 years.
We've seen it. We've talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
Article number 4, Dylan's on El Boogie Time.
Yeah.
Sorry, what? Those are two somewhat great tastes that I would never have even put together. So,
all they share is time.
an incredible retrospective from Screen Rant today.
Which we never get news from Screen Rant.
Dives straight into the heavy legal and creative realities of golden era hip hop production. They just published a massive 30-year look back at how the Fugees boldly turned a legendary Bob Dylan protest anthem into a hip hop masterpiece and the wild aftermath that followed. Back in 96, the Fugees dropped the classic Ready or Not, Here I Come, You Can't Hide, which is actually one of my favorite Fugees songs ever. And it was on the score because the Fugees are technically a one and done.
Yeah.
Instead of a traditional direct sample, they interpolated the main melody from Dylan's The Times They Are A-Changin'. They lifted a defining 1960s protest song from one of the most revered artists in history.
Yep.
With a massive risk, especially because the mid-90s hip-hop industry was getting absolutely hammered by aggressive copyright lawsuits.
Like Lou Reed.
They properly cleared the publishing, completely transforming Dylan's outward political folk song into a dark, hypnotic, street-level anthem. But the absolute craziest part of the legacy is what happened after it became a global smash. Bob Dylan never said shit about it.
No.
For 3 decades, there's been no public lawsuit, no endorsement, no public statement about hearing Lauryn Hill perform over his iconic melody. They point out in this article that the silence is actually perfectly on brand for Dylan, who always believed that once a song is released into the culture, it belongs to the people to reinvent. Now, Dylan's a little bit kooky.
Yes, most genius level people, whether they are musical or intellectual, are.
And I don't know if you've ever seen it, because I don't know if it's your thing, but have you seen the documentary on Netflix about the making of We Are the World?
No, it's actually been in my list, my queue, whatever they're calling it these days.
It is
since it came out. I just haven't gotten to it.
It is so much worth the time. Dylan, incredibly introverted.
I could see that.
Very bashful and very concerned that he was not going to sound right on that recording based off of who else had performed. And I believe it was
look at the people who were on there and look at his style of music and his era of music compared to those people who were, majority of them at the time, still putting out current music.
Yeah. Now the big four behind that at the time were Lionel Richie, Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson, and Quincy Jones. And they all basically told him, just be Bob Dylan.
Yeah, that's why you're here.
Yeah.
Because we need Bob Dylan here. We don't need Bob Dylan trying to be a rapper or whatever he tried to do in the early 90s.
From what I remember, Dylan recorded his verse and was so concerned that it wasn't going to sound good that he asked everybody, was that okay? Was that okay?
You and me.
And I think, now I am a huge fan of that song. Always have been. I was not a huge fan of the squeaky Dylan voice, you know, the whole everybody must get stoned.
Yeah.
Some of Dylan's older stuff, like Lay Lady Lay, love that. But I really thought that added character to that song. His voice added character to that song. He's one of the greatest songwriters ever, as Gail just said, lyrics. I mean, songwriting, Dylan.
Yeah, like him, Neil Diamond, Barry Manilow.
You know, they could be. Somebody just released a list of the 50 greatest songwriters of all time and didn't include certain people, but included people like fucking Young Thug and all that. I think it was Rolling Stone.
Yeah, well, that explains. Yeah, if it's Rolling Stone or Billboard, it can fuck right off.
Yeah. But anyway, Dylan says it belongs to the people to reinvent. Oh yeah, the Bee Gees were fantastic writers.
Yes.
Willie Nelson, great songwriter. Who was also on We Are the World. So going back to the mid-90s, remember, everybody was getting sued. So navigating the technical and business side of a hip-hop release in the 90s had to have been a nightmare of the sample lawsuits from a production standpoint. How difficult do you think it would be to secure legal clearance for a melodic interpolation?
That's tough.
When you're dealing with a very protective, very introverted legacy rock artist like Bob Dylan. Now, I would have thought it would have been really tough, but then to hear that quote, once a song is released into the culture, it belongs to the people to reinvent.
Right. So they went through and got certain clearances, but they didn't get everything. But the guy that they didn't get it from
didn't care.
Seems to be the guy who doesn't care. Yeah.
Right.
He's not going to come out and tell you, hey, you did a great job with that. He doesn't care. You know, I did my thing.
You
go ahead and do your thing. It's whatever. Go ahead. I'm not going to talk about it because it's not mine.
Right. The Fugees didn't just loop an old track. They completely flipped the emotional context from a 60s acoustic folk protest into this dark hip hop record. Now, does that command more artistic respect than a direct sample because it requires the producers to physically replay and reshape the actual melody?
Yes.
I kind of think it does. Because to me, I got to be honest, I know the song, the Dylan song. I never picked up the fact that it was an interpolation on Ready or Not.
Right. If you go through, we have an entire playlist about yacht rock and hip hop. And you can see exactly how it was all used because they sampled and maybe they sped it up a little, maybe they slowed it down a little, maybe they made it a little more haunting like Jordan Peele for his movies.
But it's still the same thing.
Right. But you recognize it when you hear it, especially if you heard the original song right before it.
Right.
We'll talk about Wyclef. You may have heard what's the song that Santana and the Matchbox 20 guy did together?
Smooth.
That one. I think that's the one.
Yeah.
The guitar on that, Wyclef. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
There it is. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. Ding, 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 which is also the theme from Underdog.
Yes.
But
interpolated differently.
Right. Both of them. So you're not going to hear. That wasn't the one. Is a Santana and somebody played by Carlos Santana.
Oh, that's
that
Maria
one.
Maria.
Maria. That one.
Maria. That's the one with who the hell was on that with him? I'm gonna have to look it up because I have the record and I haven't listened to it in forever.
Yes.
But Maria Santana, played by Carlos Santana.
Yeah, that's I had to get to the
Santana featuring the Product G and B.
Okay.
But
now
yeah,
let's see if I can, since I'm here. Where's my
Turn up your sound system to the sound of Carlos Santana in the GMB.
Wyclef did a song on that
From the record.
This is him right here. Not singing that part. He just introed it. Hold on. Here.
I'm having a hard time hearing it. There you go.
Let me go back. So you hear that one,
Yeah.
and then we'll come over here, and we'll go to Enter the Wu-Tang 36 Chambers, and we will go to
Tiger style.
Tiger style. Yo. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
that's the same guitar.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same as he just played on the guitar.
Same chord progression. Yeah.
Yeah. And then when we come all the way back, we go here.
Underdog.
Not that one. Your fucking head. Hey, yo, the Wu is back.
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
When criminals in this world appear and break the laws that they should fear and frighten all who see or hear, the cry goes up both far and near for underdog. Underdog.
You can hear it in the background.
Underdog. Speed of lightning, roar of thunder, fighting all who rob or plunder. Underdog.
You put all three of those and realize they are the same thing.
Which is just crazy.
So anyway, yes,
Underdog ain't nothing to fuck with. That's what we need to write.
Roundabout way, when you can interpolate instead of straight sample, it is a larger feat in my opinion.
Yes.
Long way to go. Short time to get there.
I'm eastbound. Just watch Old Bandit run.
Indeed.
Dylan has never publicly addressed the Fugees' version of his song. Do you think his complete 30-year silence was passive-aggressive, sign of disapproval, or basically a sign of respect by just stepping back and saying, hey, this is their thing, man. It speaks for itself.
Yeah, I think it is more of a sign of respect that he didn't insert himself into try to steal their shine by saying, I wrote that. I created that. They just modified it.
Right.
You know, and even to praise them for what they did with it would still be him taking credit for what they did in a way. And I think it's cool that he didn't do that.
I mean, if I were them, I would have thought it would have been cool for him to come out and say, hey, I like this.
Right.
You know,
Oh yeah.
Without touching on the fact that it's his, it's just, you know, just, hey, great song, great job.
Yeah. And Jason, that was my favorite cartoon growing up.
But that being said, Dylan is apparently very introverted and very
he's no Ginger Baker.
no, he's no Ginger Baker. Next article. AI speaking for rappers. We have talked about this in the past.
We have.
Massive polarizing debate brewing in the digital space today that cuts right to the core of hip hop production and authenticity. According to an editorial over at All Hip Hop, there's a major controversy growing around the viral internet trend of AI Lego rap songs.
So I sent you one earlier. I don't know if you got to see it. The majority of the ones they're talking about here are aimed at the sitting president and his way of doing things, and it is being done by Iranian artists.
Yes.
You know, AI artists, whatever you want to call them. You know, people programming the AI to do things. And these Lego rap videos.
Yeah, the one you sent me I watched it today, and I'm like, man, there's a reason why I don't like AI,
Mm-hmm.
but every now and then AI can be pretty funny.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny. So this article breaks down how online creators are using AI to essentially snap together vocal clones of different legendary MCs, mixing and matching their exact flows and voices over AI-generated beats, basically like interlocking building blocks, almost like Tinker Toys.
Like Legos.
And stuff. Like Legos. People are digitally forcing fake collaborations between artists who historically hated each other.
Mm-hmm.
And worse, using the clone voices of deceased golden era pioneers to rap entirely fabricated modern lyrics.
Yes.
This is a fierce debate across not just the hip hop culture, but across every culture.
Yes. Anywhere where there are artists of
One
any
side
type
argues that it's just harmless, creative fan fiction and the inevitable modern evolution of sampling. I call bullshit on that. The opposing side, that's me, argues that treating the voices and cadences of anybody, including hip-hop architects, treating them like disposable modular toys is completely disrespectful. And to me, it's a violation of intellectual property.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the biggest problem with it is AI learns from all the information it can gather through the internet.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's on the internet, it can be pulled in to AI so the AI can learn what it is you are asking it to do.
So critics feel it completely strips away the human element, like me, the regional authenticity, like me, and the actual lived street level experiences that birthed the art form in the first place, kind of like me. Now, the pro AI crowd often argues that piecing together closed vocals is just kind of the same how 90s producers chopped up old James Brown and Parliament Funkadelic records.
Right.
To you, is there a fundamental artistic difference between sampling a vintage drum break and using an algorithm to completely fake a voice?
Yes. I've had this conversation with you off air about AI and how you need to teach AI to do what you want it to do, not tell it to do something and then accept what it gives you.
Right.
AI is a wonderful tool for someone who has the ideas but doesn't have the tools to or the ability to use the tools to make it happen on their own. But if I were to sample something and create, even though I'm using somebody else's stuff, I am using it to create my own version of something that is very, very different than me telling the computer to go and get that person's thing and do something with it.
Right.
The talent and skill level is non-existent in one and very, very pertinent to do the other. Like when I was talking about my tattoo, I told the AI over 2 weeks, I had to teach it what it was that I saw in my head because I could not draw it. And then I took that piece that it spit out to an artist
who then said, interpreted it their own way.
Right. I said, this is the only way for me to explain to you what I'm thinking so that you have an idea that your creative mind can then take and say, all right, I see what you're saying, what you're thinking. I will now make it my own and then present it to you. So like I said, I use AI every week to take the news articles and put them into like 3-paragraph blurbs to keep the show on pace where we don't have to read 87-page articles. But I would not ask the AI to write a show for me. You know, yes, I ask it to summarize articles, I would not ask and say, oh, well, I want a show about this. Give me 10 articles that I can look up, blah, 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 blah. Because then it's not our show. It's AI's show. So, long roundabout way, sampling talent, AI stealing other people's voices, not.
And I agree with you 100%. So, if a kid with a laptop can just prompt an AI to generate a flawless modular beat featuring a fake Wu-Tang verse in 30 seconds, what happens to traditional production? What happens to people like Premiere who actually produce real shit,
I think they are pushed even higher on the pedestals because they are clearly not AI artists.
Does the AI artists have to disclose that they are AI?
I think they should.
I think they should. I think that should be part of it. But
if I take a picture on my phone and want to remove something from the image, like maybe I have my finger in the picture.
Yeah.
Because I'm old and I do stuff like that. If I want to remove that finger on my phone, it will do it with no problem. But it will automatically attach a tag to that picture that says AI generated content. I can't take that tag off of it. So I believe that should be a thing.
I agree 100%.
If you create something in AI, you should not be able to remove the watermark, whatever it is,
right,
saying that it is AI.
I agree. Article number 6, PACE Act. We have an incredibly important legislative update regarding a topic that has been heavily impacting the hip-hop community for years. According to CBS News, Maryland is officially set to become the first state on the East Coast to legally limit how rap lyrics can be used as evidence in court proceedings.
Yeah, was that guy David?
It's
too late for him.
The bill, known as the PACE Act, Protecting Artists' Creative Expression Act, was just passed by the Maryland General Assembly and is expected to be signed into law this month by Governor Wes Moore. The legislation establishes a strict 4-pronged test that judges must apply before any form of creative expression, especially song lyrics, can be introduced into a criminal trial. State Delegate Marlon Ampry, who spearheaded the bill, explicitly stated that the goal is to stop the unfair targeting of young Black and Latino men by prosecutors who frequently try to use their music to paint them as inherently violent.
Right.
The push for this law was heavily backed by music executive and Baltimore native Kevin Liles, who has been aggressively fighting the use of rap lyrics in courtrooms nationwide. This article notes that this is a rapidly growing area of case law, as we've seen multiple major convictions vacated across states like Georgia, Texas, and my state, New York, in recent years, specifically due to wrongful admission of artists' lyrics. Now, hip-hop seems to be the only mainstream genre of music where the artist's lyrics are routinely treated as literal sworn confessions rather than creative fiction. Why does the legal system historically been so willing to separate what a heavy metal singer or a horror author from their disgusting violent art sometimes, but refuses to afford rap artists that exact same creative distance? I'll go one further.
Okay.
If a pop artist, say Bryan Adams,
sure,
the song Run to You, very famous song, right?
Yeah.
It's about a guy cheating on his woman. Bryan Adams then gets sued for infidelity in his marriage. He wrote about this. Somebody wrote about this. He recorded it.
Right.
You think that would ever be pulled into it?
He's an old Canadian white man. No. What we are dealing with here is 98% of the people who are going to be pulled in on this are going to be young Black men.
Ethnic, yes.
It's very
Young
clear.
Black,
And that's
young
why.
Latino, yes.
Yeah. That is the only reason why. So states that have a lot of rappers.
I was going to say a large, young, urban population.
Yeah. States that know hey, we've got a lot of rappers that have come out of here just in general. Because people know. I mean, New York should be one of them. With all the rappers that have come out of New York.
New York, Atlanta, the dirty South.
Yep.
LA, California.
You are either looking to protect your people, your constituents, your whatever you want to call them, and their basic freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Or you're not. That's really all there is to it. If it's a person who writes horror novels, if it's a person who makes movies, if it's a person who writes rap songs, whatever it is, that First Amendment, if you're not looking to do something to back that up, because all of your Bill of Rights are being thrown out the window most of the time anyway. If they're finding new ways around that, you need to stop that.
Yeah. So Maryland is doing this 4-pronged test that prosecutors must pass before introducing lyrics as evidence. I don't know what the prongs are. They didn't go into details.
But you'd know it when you saw it.
But if a rapper mentions a highly specific, unreleased detail of a crime in a song,
yes,
kind of like what David did, does that single lyric cross the line from creative expression into admissible evidence, or should the entire art form be strictly off limits in a courtroom?
Yeah, that is a very important prong because you can't protect. Okay, if I go into a police station, I can say whatever I want. If I say I killed this guy and I strangled him and I stuck this nail in the back of his head, and they go, "Oh, we didn't tell anybody it was a nail stuck in the back of his head. You did it." I can't say, "I was just telling stories."
Yeah,
no, because you said something that nobody else knew.
Mm-hmm. I had a thing I was going to do a comparison to, and it just
and then I started jabbering, and
then it completely left me. No, I it's just so it's tough because like you said, if it's stuff that wasn't released to the public, but you come out and say it, I mean, is it just
or if you
guessing,
or if it is stuff that is public, but is exactly what happened, not as interpreted is interpreted by this guy as him saying something. He didn't really say it, but it's no. If you say, "I cut that girl up and threw her in my trunk," and there's a cut up girl in your trunk, there's a good chance you did that.
Yeah,
there's a 100% possibility that somebody heard your song and went and did that to frame you, sure. But
and put it in your car. Now, see, this is I'm going to go back to an artist you don't like so much. The song Kim by Eminem. Basically, he ties up his girlfriend and throws her in the trunk of a car.
Yeah. And if you listen to Stan, he also
that's my girlfriend screaming in the trunk. But I ain't like you because I didn't slit her throat. Where does it end? Now, if say David recorded the song, and I'm just throwing this out there as an example. David records a song. I cut this girl up and she's in the trunk of my car. And they search David's car and this girl is cut up and in the trunk of his car.
Right.
That is pretty cut and dried to me. Confession.
Yeah.
What about people who are inspired? Say David sings, "I cut this girl up and put her in the trunk of my car." Joe Shit the Rag Man and Fuck Your Sister, Mississippi.
Yep.
Slices up his sister, throws her in the car. That's different story.
Yes.
Than David incriminating himself.
Right. So he should not be held accountable for what that other guy did just because he wrote a song about it. That is where his lyrics should be protected under this PACE Act.
I agree.
Yes.
That's the main differential.
They always tried to blame Ozzy for stuff.
And Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
So
if they had done the stuff that they were singing about, yes.
Yeah. But no, not some 14-year-old kid wearing all black and a trench coat.
Right.
You know, the trench coat mafia.
Mm-hmm.
They tried to nail Marilyn Manson for that. And Marilyn,
They did.
No, he's got his own problems, by the way.
I don't got 5 friends now.
Yep. Okay, Chris Rock. We are up to
Article number Super 7.
Super 7, brought to you by super7.com/MR Throwback Thursday, our landing page for you to purchase Super 7 reaction figures. What is Jamie holding up this week? He is holding up LL Cool J and Soundwave.
Yeah.
So
you will not find this on their website. This is old school.
Yeah. But you could find something like that if you go to super7.com/MR Throwback Thursday. And that lets them know you were sent there by the Mr. Throwback Thursday podcast.
Yeah. It's not so much about the 38 cents or whatever we get from your order. It's about showing them that you heard them from us.
Right. So Dr. Bombay, every time I hear that, I'm like bewitched.
Yeah.
Incredible business update from one of the absolute architects of the West Coast sound. Dr. Bombay goes to Venice. Now, we don't mean Venice, Italy.
No.
Snoop Dogg has officially opened the first permanent brick and mortar storefront for his Dr. Bombay ice cream brand right on the Venice Beach Boardwalk in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
What started as a packaged product in freezer aisles has expanded into a full physical experience that Snoop and his son Cordell are billing as hip-hop style ice cream, which I'm all about. Love hip-hop, love ice cream. I'm down with this. The entire shop leans heavily into West Coast nostalgia and 90s hip-hop motifs, complete with a massive mural-sized selfie wall created by a local artist. They're even bridging the gap with the new school, bringing in Lil Baby as a co-founder and investor for the expansion. Now, instead of traditional vanilla scoops, they are serving up bold mashup flavors, mixing creamy ice cream with bright sherbet swirls. And yes, I said sherbet, not sherbet.
Yes.
There's one R in that word. If you say it with 2, I will cut you. With names like baked blueberry muffin and iced out orange cream. It's a massive expansion of Snoop's business empire, showing how a legendary MC can take his music-first identity and successfully flip it into a highly marketable physical retail destination. See, that's what it should be. It should be Snoop It, not but I'm with you 100%, Gail. So, what do you think of this?
I like it.
I'd love to see one of these shops. I'm not going out to California, but
no
chocolate blunt, that would be perfect.
But should you find yourself in California,
which I won't.
No, but if you do,
we have a West Coast correspondent.
We do, and we should send him on a mission.
So Hugo, if you're listening, and you're in
Hugo better be listening,
and you're in the Venice Beach area, you might want to go check out Dr. Bombay's ice cream. Snoop taking an audio first hip hop identity, turning it into a physical, highly visual destination. Translating a brand like this into physical merchandise, like the decals, the shirts, the coffee mugs we do.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's really, really cool. So do you think Snoop is going to have merch for this place?
Oh, I would almost guarantee it. I mean, he's on that Master P level of business mind. And I'm sure once he came up with, I'm going to do ice cream and these are going to be the name of the flavors. Oh, I could put the designs from the flavor, from the carton on a shirt, or I can put, the name of the ice cream on a hat. Mm-hmm. That's gotta be for somebody on a marketing level like Snoop, that has to be a first thought. Once you have the idea in place of what you're going to do, now you start thinking, how am I going to advertise it? And, merchandise is the easiest way. You've got your calling card walking around the streets.
Mm-hmm. So Snoop is a big enough name. Do you think he brought in Lil Baby just to get more panache from the current hip hop market.
Yeah, I think
I think Snoop's a big enough name, and I think Snoop's got enough money that he could have done this without the
I don't think it's about the money.
investment.
Yeah. But I think if you're going to get something out of this,
and you want it to be, coming from the newer generation.
yeah, that is a whole demographic that is untapped by your legacy. A lot of people now just say Lil Baby's era see Snoop as, that's Uncle Snoop. Yeah, we know who Snoop is. Yeah, he saw him on the Olympics, blah, blah, blah. I don't care if he's making ice cream. But if Lil Baby is in bed with Snoop and they're making ice cream, I got to go check this place out. Yeah, I don't think it's about the money.
No, I think it's about getting more eyes on things.
Yeah.
So that was article number Super 7, brought to you by super7.com/MR Throwback Thursday. Article number 8, sour grapes.
Yeah.
We have an incredibly bitter update today surrounding one of the most sacred albums in golden era hip hop. According to Hot New Hip Hop, Dame Dash recently sat down for an interview on the art of dialogue and completely unloaded on Hawaiian Sophie and the legacy of Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah, probably the biggest record on their label.
The conversation actually started as a catalog debate between Sophie and Kanye. Pass. With Dame insisting that Pass easily takes the crown. When the interviewer pushed back by bringing up Hawaiian Sophie's debut classic, which is celebrating its 30th anniversary, Dame took the gloves off. Not the DJ glove that goes on DJ Cinderella, but Dame did not hold back. He claimed that Reasonable Doubt barely went gold back in the day. Nobody made any money off of it, and boldly stated that the younger generation today simply does not care about Jay-Z as a rapper anymore.
Didn't one of the balls say this about Nas too? And how did that work out? And Nas come and drop like 9 albums since he said that?
Yes. He even took shots at Jay's age and current fashion sense, while referring to himself as the flyest broke guy you've ever seen.
And why is he broke? Because New York took all his money.
The wild irony behind all of this venom is that it arrives right in the middle of a massive legal battle. Dame has been desperately trying to auction off his 1/3 stake in Rockefeller and the Reasonable Doubt Masters to cover his financial debts, while Jay-Z is actively fighting in court to block that sale and maintain control. Is that shit still going on?
Yeah.
So Dame claims kids don't care about Jay-Z or his debut album. When we're tracking down history, putting together the audio timelines for this show, it feels like the 90s influence is still pretty prevalent. Is the younger generation genuinely ignoring these things, or is Dame just basically spouting off his own bitter version?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is a Dame is bitter. I mean, didn't Jay just sell out 3 different shows
at Yankee Stadium?
Yeah.
Catalog.
And one of those is to celebrate Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah. Now, catalog versus catalog, the entire rant started because Dame claimed that Pass has a catalog that completely washes Jay-Z's catalog. Which one do you think has a better catalog? Hard for me to judge. I don't listen to either one of them.
Yeah. It's, if I were to pick who has the better catalog as a rapper, I'm taking Jay. Kanye as a producer, if you put his credits together, his production credits together, then I think he's got him on catalog. But that's, I can't make the call on how they're determining it. So.
And how stupid is this?
Very.
The man is running down Reasonable Doubt. At the same time, he's trying to sell his ownership stake in Reasonable Doubt for millions of dollars.
Yes.
Does the term self-sabotage mean anything to him?
It does not appear so. No. It appears though he is a dumbass.
No, he's not the sharpest tool in the shed. That's for
Yeah, and that is why New York has all of his money.
And that is why we follow that nonsense up with New School News. Which, by the way, this song is called Entrance of the Gladiators, if you can believe it.
Oh, nice.
All hip hop states the White House blames Charlemagne the God and Democrats over the, quote, assassination attempt, end quote. Because apparently Charlemagne the God looks just like this guy, Christian, whatever his name is.
They're saying
who they're holding.
They're saying Charlemagne was stirring up shit, saying people should go and kill the president. Now, I am not the biggest Charlemagne fan. But I don't believe that whoever this guy is, school teacher or whatever they're saying, was listening to the Breakfast Club one day and said,
which,
like the son of Sam.
Of people he was, yeah.
Charlemagne spoke to me.
He was going for.
Mm-hmm.
Trump wasn't on the list.
Yeah, no. I heard a voice.
He was going.
Charlemagne the God told me to go and kill. What kind of ridiculousness?
And that's where the line from George Carlin comes back and says, how come the voice in your head never says anything funny? Like, go take a shit on the salad bar at Wendy's.
Yeah. Yeah. No. So, it's Charlemagne said. Okay, player.
So I will say that
is enough
of that
shit.
And we are ready for our first break of the evening. And when we come back, we are going to have some woo news on Mr. Throwback Thursday, episode 640.
Hey, Wanda joined us over on the gram.
Hello, Wanda. And Gunther.
I say I don't know if Gunther is also watching, but
he's always there.
Yes.
Hour and 22 minutes on Hip Hop Headlines tonight.
Yeah, well, things happen.
We had a lot to talk about. I said in the beginning we're going to have a lot to talk about.
Yeah. You know, if show ends up running long, I'll chop some stuff out. But, you know how we do. Wanda says she's missed us. We've missed you. You know, it's difficult for us to communicate through Instagram, so we're just going to talk to you because you don't show up in our comments, but we see you. Yeah. No, we're here every week. You might want to jump on next Monday. We got something special coming up.
Yes.
You may not think it's as special as we do, but it's pretty fucking cool.
Everybody's going to find out near the end of the show.
Yeah. I'm pulling up my drop folder.
You're going to say, I don't know if anybody else is going to be as excited about it as we are.
No, but
we have enough excitement for everybody.
We do. Let's see, my drops folder. Drops of music folder.
Drop. Jibby drop.
Yeah, I have a folder. It's called Drops. And then I have a folder inside that folder called Drops of Music. I always look at some of them and go,
but do you have one called Drops of Jupiter?
I do not. I look at some of these and I go, I don't even know what some of these original ones are. What up, Scooter Bobby on the gram too?
Oh, wow. Everybody joining on the gram now. Hello, Scooter Bobby.
Like, I have so many drops in here that are called Jamie and Bill drop. Jamie and Bill Throwback Thursday. I don't even know what they are because when I take them and put music to them, then, you know, it goes into the other folder and it's different. Like Mr. Throwback Thursday Rob, Mr. Throwback Thursday drop JJ. That could be Jazz Jeff. I don't know. But there's a couple of them, like there's one that says JJ and there's JJ_1. There's Rob_1. Bam _1. So people who've sent multiples, and I don't even remember what some of them sound like because they all become like, I got 4 from Shamik. Hey, there's Wanda. Blow. showing up on the tubes.
I was going to say, well, we got a purple peace sign. Love it. Oh, Lion's here too. What are our other 2 wishes?
That you go back in the bottle.
Stop it.
All right. So I got my drops folder. I'm about to go through these sometime. Maybe that'll be a patron exclusive. We'll just play all of the drops without music as they came into me.
Yes, that'd be cool.
Scooter Bobby said we're messing them up because we're on a Friday. Yeah, strange things happen. But trust me, a week from Monday, not this Monday, a week from Monday, the 11th, we will be back, and you want to be
You're
here.
going to want to be here for that because you're going to want to stick around for the rest of this show so you can find out.
Yeah, I would play my Daddy-O drop, but, you know, Lion was supposed to get me a new one like 6 years ago or something.
Ooh.
Still don't have that.
Ooh. I see that bus that just ran over him, and the license plate says TBT.
You damn straight. Okay, we'll bring that over there. We'll bring this over here. Bring this up here. I should probably get my shimmy ready. Get my woo 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 ready.
And
give me a taste of coffee. Okay, player, are you ready?
Sure.
Good. Let me unmute, and you're gonna echo, so be quiet. I'm gonna hit this drop with a shree. Who's your mama?
Yo, what's the deal? This your brother C Knowledge, aka Doodlebug from the world famous Diggable Planet crew, Cosmic Funk Orchestra in the building, you know what I'm saying? And you're now in tune to Mr. Throwback Thursdays, you know what I'm saying? Peace.
1 2 1 2. What's good, yo? This is Ghostface straight from Staten Island, New York. And right about now, it's time for Woo News with Jamie and Bill. Y'all know what it is. Get it correct. Mr. Throwback Thursdays, Jamie and Bill. You know what I mean? On Woo News. That's what's going down right now. Y'all check this out. Exclusive. Peace.
The RZA, the Jizza, Raekwon, Master Killer, Inspector Deck, You God, Method Man, Ghostface Killer, and Old Dirty Bastard.
It's now time for Woo News with Mr. Throwback Thursday.
Shimmy, on it. Real quick before you get into Woo News, Scooter Bobby just said he is at a Nelly concert right now, but he's watching us. So just for Scooter Bobby, I have this. All right.
That's fantastic. Anyway, welcome back, Mr. Throwback Thursday, episode 640. It is indeed time for Woo News. We got a couple of things of Woo News for you this week. First one, Memphis pop-up. This next story out of Memphis is an unbelievable crossover between golden era hip-hop and the specialty coffee world. According to local reports picked up by Yahoo Entertainment, the Wu-Tang Clan is hosting a massive, immersive pop-up experience this weekend inside a local spot called Comeback Coffee to coincide with their headlining set at the River Beat Music Festival. The organizers are completely transforming the coffee shop into a reimagined neighborhood bodega, appropriately titled Cream. But instead of cash, they are changing the acronym to Culture Rules Everything Around Me.
Nice.
The multi-day activation is blending exclusive Wu-Tang merchandise, original artwork from local visual artists, and curated DJ sets directly with specialty pour-overs and craft cocktails.
Nice.
It's an incredible way to flip one of hip-hop's most iconic anthems into a localized, community-centered celebration, and I wish I was there.
To interrupt again, Scooter Bobby said, Nelly just played that song.
Of course he did. So blending that gritty 36 Chambers aesthetic of the Wu-Tang Clan with a specialty coffee shop sounds pretty wild.
Yeah.
Now,
unless you're talking about Killer Coffee.
Mm-hmm. if you're brewing a fresh Chemex of your favorite brew
Mm-hmm.
before we start recording, does it ever cross your mind how much the culture has evolved to the point where Golden Era Wrap now seamlessly sponsors high-end coffee experiences
Yes, because
of Killer Coffee?
Yeah, Killer Coffee, Kiss Cafe, Jada Kiss's company, and that's some serious coffee there.
Daryl makes coffee.
He does. That's a Paper Plane Coffee Company out of New Jersey. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, no. And, we had our partnership for many, many years with a high-end coffee company.
Yes.
That seems to be, aside from Snoop, he didn't have into something coffee that went south really fast.
Yeah.
There was a problem with the actual company, not his part of it. But,
Right.
yeah, coffee seems to be the natural transition for artists. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because they get up in the morning and go, man, I gotta have my coffee. Hey, everybody's got to have their coffee. Maybe I should make coffee.
There you go. So they cleverly flipped the famous acronym from cash to culture, rules everything around me.
Right.
Pop up. Do you think that shift perfectly represents where the legacy of 90s hip hop currently stands, moving away from street level hustle and into recognized culture centric high art?
I could see it, but it has always been about
so iconic.
Right, but it's always been about the culture.
Mm-hmm.
Friend of the show, DJ Newmark, has an entire line. I got a shirt of his that says "For the Culture," and that's what we do this for.
As do I.
Yeah, it is all in how you see it. What is the culture that they are about? Is it hip hop culture? Is it I'm an elder statesman now culture? Is it coffee culture? What All right, Scooter Bobby, have a good show.
See you, Scooter Bobby. So they specifically designed the space on this to look like a classic New York neighborhood bodega rather than a.
Do they have a cat?
Tent. Every bodega has to have a bodega cat. When you are creating designs for our merchandise, for the TBT Posse branding, how much inspiration do you take from the artists who build fully immersive things rather than just throwing shit on a rack,
I very much identify with that, making it a fully immersive, like all of our stuff has something to do with us directly or the posse directly. I try to bring everything.
And I've given you a couple of ideas that have come to fruition. Like I think I'm the one who threw out the idea of making an OE label.
Yeah.
And
that has everything to do with what we grew up with.
Right.
And meshing it with who we are here. And
I thought it would be a lot easier than a Colt 45 one.
It would be, yes.
Plus, we didn't drink Colt 45 as much.
And we weren't making a Cisco one.
No.
But no, everything that we make here, every idea we come up with for merchandise of whatever level, is something that incorporates the posse into it. It's not, we're not making Bill and Jamie shirts and having you buy them.
It Very rare. There was a Bill Reed's lyrics one for a bit.
Well, yes, but the Bill Reed's lyrics is an integral part of the show that the posse is a part of.
Yeah.
It's not, hey, look, it's Bill on a shirt. It is this segment that you guys have loved for this long that we have put together and given to you so that you can represent it. You can tell people
representation of it.
Yes. Oh, welcome back, Wanda.
There you go. Look at that. Next article.
Yes.
Haven't had to do this in a while. ROTC workout, man.
Yes.
With all the Wu-Tang Clan catalog research and custom designs we've been putting together lately, this next story out of Long Island put a huge smile on both of our faces.
Yes.
According to the Hofstra Chronicle, the Hofstra Pride, Radio Hofstra University, the home of New York Islanders hockey. Anyway, according to the Hofstra Chronicle, Clifford Smith Jr., professionally known as,
T-H-O-D, man.
recently made a completely unexpected appearance at Hofstra University to join their Army ROTC unit for an intense morning training session. God, I love when he does shit like this.
Yes.
Instead of just standing on the sidelines for a quick photo op, Clifford Smith Jr., professionally known as,
T-H-O-D, man.
actually jumped right into the grind with over 70 young cadets. He ran through the grueling conditioning drills, hit the weights, knocked out push-ups right alongside the students to help them build camaraderie. He mentioned that it was a deeply nostalgic trip back to his roots, noting that he actually played youth football on those exact same fields when he was a kid.
He also played lacrosse, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. The entire event was focused on early leadership development. Before he left the campus, he dropped a great piece of advice on the cadets, telling them that people who only follow will never actually learn what it takes to lead. It's awesome seeing an absolute architect of the Golden Era giving much physical energy and wisdom back to his hometown community.
Mm-hmm.
So Meth went out of his way to train with these kids because, cadets rule everything around me.
Yes, that's what I hear.
Because it was in his hometown. Does a hip-hop legend maintaining that kind of grounded physical connection to their neighborhood add a different level of authenticity to their legacy compared to artists who completely detach from where they grew up or just mention it on records?
I think it makes a big deal.
Yeah, I do too.
We'll talk about Missy Elliott here. Missy is from where I currently live.
The
Missy,
757.
Yes. Missy Elliott, I don't know. The last time she was here, as far as I know, was when they named a street after her. She doesn't go out there and talk about Party Down P-Town. She doesn't come back here and do a bunch of stuff. Pharrell does. And he's from Virginia Beach. But, so he is looked at, we'll just use the two of them for my locals. Pharrell is looked at very differently than Missy is. Yes, they're both from here, but Pharrell is still doing things here. So, if you are on that, I rep my neighborhood, my town, my city, my state, whatever. And I'm still doing things here. Not necessarily, I don't live here, that's fine. But I am here in my community, still doing things for my community. I'm not just saying, I'm from here on my latest record.
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
Meth specifically told the cadets that you have to step up and lead because followers never learn how to run the show. Now, I always heard the phrase, if you're not the lead dog, the view never changes.
Exactly.
The lead dog sees everything.
Yep.
Every other dog sees the dogs in front of its ass.
They have the human centipede view.
Gross. Looking at the chaotic, brilliant history of the Wu-Tang Clan, who do you think was the ultimate leader in the studio when it came to actually wrangling 9 massive, distinct personalities? That's got to be RZA.
It's got to be the Abbott, yeah.
So, I would think.
I wonder that about a lot of groups, though. I believe that RZA was.
Oh, and speaking of groups, by the way.
Yes.
It is the anniversary of the death of Chris from Criss Cross. One half of Criss Cross.
Really?
Died, I believe, 13 years ago.
I know
today.
It's been a while, yeah.
Yeah, 13 years ago today.
Yeah, and all the accusations are coming out now about Jada Pinkett being the diddler of him when he was 15. But
that's Jada. But keep her name out your fucking mouth.
Yes. Just your name, though, if you're 15.
Yes, you don't. Oh, my God. That's terrible.
But I said I heard. I wasn't there.
Nor was I.
No.
ODB is still not alive, and U-God is still not talented. That is the end of Woo News.
But U-God is what?
Not
a rock and roll Hall of Famer.
Is that? Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
And we are not. So, okay, player.
Shall we get into some music, sir?
Sure. I got nothing else to do.
Well, then let's do it.
Okay.
That was my Tone Loc. Let's start with the one and done for episode 640.
That's a good place to start.
The one and done for this episode came to us in 1996.
A number.
I believe it is indeed a true one and done. I see nothing else by this group.
No.
Your one and done for episode 640. The name of the record, Everyday Death Sentence. And it comes to you from the CMCs.
Yeah.
Which is a Christian rap group.
It is.
Out of Santa Ana, California.
So I went down this long-ass rabbit hole because when I'm researching for the show, I come across this list of Christian rap records turning 30. And I'm like, what? Wait a minute.
Apparently hip-hop needed some salvation back 30 years ago.
Yeah. So I'm like, I didn't know that there were this many Christian rap records or groups to start with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've come across a few, you know, especially for our Christmas records when I'm digging deep, but
yeah,
there was a list of them, and I'm scrolling the list. I'm like, geez, I've never heard of any of these people, and obviously I am not a Christian. That's been pretty clear over the years here. But I am and have been a big fan of hip hop.
Yes.
No, I've not heard of the original Gospel Gangsters line. Was that your group? Is that what it was?
That makes two of us. I never heard of them either.
No, but there's this ton of them that are celebrating 30 years. And I'm like, what? How many other ones are out there that are celebrating 35 years or 25 years or all these other? I'm like, well, fuck. So I went down a long rabbit hole. So who knows how many one and dones and record of the weeks may come up from Christian rap groups in the future. Because, you know, when you got to come up with a one and done and a record of the week every week for 640 weeks, you need a little help here and there.
Well, this record, 1996, Everyday Death Sentence by the CMCs, 10 tracks on this record.
Mm-hmm.
And John's not going to like it. But
he's not here tonight anyway. He gets no input.
Track 1 is the title track.
It is.
And it's called Everyday Death Sentence.
I was taught never put trust in the old man. Cause if you let him live, then he'll try to take us down. Take command of the whole show. But no, it's not so I put him on death row. I crucify my flesh daily. Cause if I don't, then my flesh will try to slay me. I'll try to slay me in the wrong direction. So my objection is murder on the 3rd degree. And that's a word for me. I put a
Get a very booyah feel out of that.
Yeah. Track number 2, Spiritual Warfare.
Time to go to war, man.
I put the sword on my hip when it's time to go to war cause I'm an evil spirit binder. They say I'm kinda sorta like a mockingbird.
Did Dre produce this in the 90s?
It does not say.
No.
Track number 3, It's Going Down.
It's going down.
Apparently, it was going down.
Yeah, it just took too long to get there.
It wasn't going down slow then. Track number 4, Ain't No Party.
Like a West Coast party. Huh?
I hear they don't stop.
Yeah.
Don't miss this party. Don't miss this party. Don't miss this party. Don't miss this party. Don't miss this party.
Well, I thought there ain't no party. Tell me don't miss it.
Say, if there ain't no party, you can't miss it.
Yeah.
Track number 5, Ain't Nothing Change.
At the ain't no party.
5 o'clock in the morning, I feel a nudge in my spirit, so I woke up thoughts traveling through my mind of what happened. I'm feeling so up here. Just the other day around the way there was another shooting, and that was up all night, praying and rebuking demons off the city that I live in. I know the spirit is willing, the flesh is weak, still I can't give in. Too many of us want a free ride, that's how you get caught up, homie, and it's there by the dark side.
It's always about the dark side.
About the dark side.
Lion has good advice.
Yes. I saw that. That is sound advice. Track number 6, Eternity.
Stop the clock, time out. Let's meet eternity head on. The rhyme on forever, so start the clock on the next song. 2 minutes of forever, but never dawn on you. Lot of sex, fun and fair that you had doesn't matter to you. You had eternal life, but didn't pick it. You rather kick it with the wicked. Now it's time to get your hell ticket. No more homies, you're only demons.
1, 2, 3, and I come with the wicked.
Track number 7, CMS's Meet Oggs. Shout out to my dad.
Yeah.
It's the invasion of the cats and chucks. Up out of the cut, ready to rip it up. The chili killed the gospel nut. Give you what you want, give you what you need. The truth, the funk, as I proceed, is no need to smoke weed, but I gotta get you high. Most high, recognize, see as I abide in the shadow of the you know. In my 7/8 go, F-R-E-E, don't forget the daddy. Shotgun, I spun him.
F-R-E-E, don't forget the daddy.
I just find it funny. It says CMS's Meet Oggs.
Yeah, it's CMC's on here.
CMC's, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I have.
Track number 8, Dungeons of Darkness.
My back in the dungeons of darkness, freak hotel vibes, paralyzed by the heartless. Where do I go from here? From the bottom looking up, fatigue and mentally shaking up.
So Lion said if that was OGGs, that is original gangsters. And I look up here and where it says CMCs meet OGGs, it's artists are CMCs and gospel gangsters.
Oh, look at that. Original gospel gangsters.
See?
Look at that. Lion going full circle. Track number 9, SOW. It's an acronym for something.
A female pig? Oh. And I want to put it out to DJ B, who may be listening as this plays. just because I said they sound like Booyah Tribe doesn't mean that they are Booyah Tribe. You can play it.
Yes. Last track on the record, track number 10, All in a Day.
That Kwame song? No, that was Only in a Day.
Yes.
Lord, I thank you for your everyday love and affection. Thank you for your angels and your hedge of protection. Good morning, Holy Spirit. Sweet comforter that guides me in the righteousness. Lead me, won't you, son? And could you send a lost soul my way? Give me the right words to say and manifest to me today. In Jesus' name, I'll kiss it plain as sin. I feel
that is your one and done for episode 640. The CMC's Everyday Death Sentence.
Everyday Death Sentence.
That is a true one and done. There are no charting action. There are no singles. And didn't sound overly Christian to me either. So
I heard Jesus in there.
Yeah, I think I did once or twice too, but interesting record.
And it's not a bad record either. It's not something that I think I will revisit.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not something I'm like, fuck, I wish we didn't have to listen to that. You know, it
was a record that happened.
Yeah. Plus, like I said, it has that Booyah feel.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all right. It's okay.
You know what I'm expecting to be more than okay? The record of the week.
If you have a question, I have the answer.
The record of the week. The record of the week is The Answer by Billy Danze and Too Busy. This record literally came out a week ago.
Yeah.
The
exactly.
24th.
Yeah.
So I have 16 tracks on this record.
I do not think that there's going to be any discrepancy.
Track number 1, I wish John was here, is a 46-second intro, and it is called Intro.
I don't think that that's Wyclef playing the the underdog theme.
Track number 2 is the first real track on the record, and it's the title track. Featuring Lady B, this is The Answer.
Careful not to lose your way before you give yourself away. The streets are a crazy place. Fight to live another day.
And I don't know what cloth you got from.
Track number 3 featuring Jadakiss. Got Time.
Dancing.
We busy. Too many problems and not enough answers. Too many followers, not enough champions. It's what life shouldn't be like. Generational BS brought us to the streetlights, digressing to progress. You shouldn't be hated cause you made it. You shouldn't look down on people whose dreams have faded. My melanin's endangered, not only at the hands of a stranger. The kill shot came from the neighbor nephew. We honor your father as we light the candle. So that he's always with you, we gon' put his ashes on.
Track number 4, Brooklyn Confidential. And this does not have any featured artists on it.
No.
You would never be my equal. You'll never had his touch or mean as much to the people. Created my own wave, flow current like the sea move. Opium distributor, the dosage could be lethal. The listening session, then gave you the sequel, the Old and the New Testament. I'm the voice of the people.
I'm influential in the housing project residential. I'm essential. My presence is presidential. How you not notice him?
Track number 5 featuring Be Real. Let It Be.
Let it be real.
Yeah, we busy. It's your favorite. The homie, big homie, I motivate him. Get them situated, upgrade them like data. I validate them, vindicate them. I make them major. I syndicate them and blend them in with the biggest players. In this city, I'm the mayor. I'm comfortable in Timberlands and Gators, Nikes and Chuck Taylors.
Track number 6 featuring Toast Face
Grilla.
Gotham Part 2.
I'm one of the ones that laid the groundwork. Carry the city on my back so y'all can get these perks. MOP, it's that forever work. You a bad knockoff, dog, it ain't gonna ever work. Try to reconstruct the blueprint with the newness. Following the clueless is just foolish. I do this. I watch them sink and pray for improvement. Set the flag at half staff and wait for some movement. Put them on stage for synchronized booing. Fuck is you doing?
Track number 7 featuring Busta Rhymes, Busta Rhymes, and Nova Lorraine, not to be confused with Pond Lahaki.
No.
Nova Lorraine and Busta Rhymes. This is called Beginnings.
It's strange to put it in the middle.
Humble beginning.
Ain't nothing changed with the vision. I came for my winnings. I belong in the lane with the winners. I give you the game till you get it. Without changing my pivot, I did it from my humble beginnings. My humble beginnings. Billy, let's give him the gospel.
Busta Rhymes.
Let's give him the gospel. What is this, another Christian record?
Yeah.
Track number 8, once again featuring Lady B, Blessings and Prayers. It is a gospel record.
My Father, thank you for the blessings and prayers, for the cautious signs near the front line when my life has been spared, to wake up with no regrets and no defeats, for the strength to take the extra steps when my legs was weak. Sometimes you feel like this life isn't fair. Hold on to faith, it'll take you where. Oh Lord, 5-star commendations, you'll never find.
Track number 9 featuring Conway the Machine and Showtime. It's called What If.
What if I go hard on the people that scarred the heart of my grandmother, my mother, my aunt, uncontrollably hard, and I end up in the yard with nothing to show for my efforts? That'll be odd. First Testament, y'all. That message from God isn't just to cover your scars. It's a blessing for y'all. My confession to y'all, I can't suppress it no more. I ain't stressed over war.
Track number 10 featuring Styles P and Pharaoh motherfucking Monch, For You.
We busy. I'm an honorable man. My integrity should never be in question. If I dropped the ball, my intentions was in the right direction. I could be the messenger to bring the blessing. If they pressing you, I could be the one to bring the weapon. All in all, it's a good investment to be on my good side. I can provide the hood connection, put in the call to the hitter section, and make it cool for y'all to move through without protection.
Track number 11 featuring Evidence. This is called Hope.
I really believe that you're sorry.
You say New York City, and they say they still hope. Still a fucking hater in some towns, still broke. Never been a problem and the sound still dope. Cause I rhyme like a slalom on a downhill slope. Still is still stainless, hate make you famous. Plugs are shameless and bullets are still nameless. I know the greatest from my city didn't make the A-list.
Track number 12 featuring Inspect the Deck.
Yeah.
Maverick.
Boy, don't lie to me. Tell me where did you sleep last night?
Maverick, an unorthodox or independent-minded person. Maverick, a nonconformist, someone who thinks outside the box. Maverick, a person who shows independent thoughts and actions.
Known to spit jewelry, saying my bars bling. Anything that resemble is probably my offspring. They talk gas while deck be on turbo. A small dedication to those who kept it thorough.
Got my Czarface shirt on tonight.
Mm-hmm. Deck is just so good.
Mhm.
Track number, if you ask Method Man, he's the best rapper in the group.
He's top five.
Deck, and Deck.
That's
Track
right.
number 13 featuring once again Lady B. This is called The Fix.
Some way I'm gonna find.
I ain't worried about the new nigga, his glow not this. I'm the goat to your goat, he dope, but his flow not this. Yeah. Homie hard, but not like this. Whatever I launch on guard, it's like I can't miss. I switch lanes from passion to pain to jewels, then have them to the club up. You are so not this. The manuscript, bars got them open, floating like he's smoking the most potent cannabis.
Track number 14 featuring Little Fame.
Mm-hmm.
In case you forgot.
So this is a new MOP track, essentially.
Basically, yes.
Yeah, yeah. In case you forgot, we still in the lane. It's still in our veins, homie, we still on the block. For y'all little rap niggas that thinking you hot. Thinking you that nigga, I'm thinking you not. I'm thinking you got a dream to be on top. But your dream is like a scheme, so you get what you got. Fiction, this nigga out here fishing for spots. This same nigga made the energy drop. You don't deserve no position. You ain't conditioned for the mission if you had
I was out there yelling goose because he kept saying Maverick, Maverick, Maverick.
Goose. Track number 15 featuring Reggie Noble.
Mm-hmm.
Red Man coming in with Win or Lose.
Yo! Yo, Dance, what's good, my nigga?
We busy.
Big facts. Yo, Dance, let's get him, nigga.
Let's give it up for the hood dough. The good men that converted the hood glow. Deserted murder and inserted good flow. Titans, icons, snipers that spit bombs, Spartans. We out here doing recon. Yeah. If you don't want the weak gone, yeah. Be careful when you put the beat on. Yeah. I see you shining, but it's bad timing. I'm still in my Annie up stage. Don't get dragged for the last diamond.
Still in my Annie up stage.
Yeah, he sure is. Last track on the record, track number 16. No features on this. It's called No Losses.
I think this is the one we featured last week.
If I was down on my luck, I bet you'll be living in joy. Whatever I build, you would probably try to destroy. Normally I got consideration when a nigga living on his knuckles in the basement. But I'm out of patience, ain't no reconciliation. It's over, you're a replica of a cobra. I know what I'm facing. There's places for the pieces on the board. Lines shouldn't be crossed. Careful when you swinging that sword. Assassinate the character.
That is your record of the week for episode 640. That is the newest record from Billy Danze. It's called The Answer. That's a good record. Different sound.
Mm-hmm.
Musically different sound. Billy's in great voice, you know, and that real rough in the background.
Yeah.
You know, that's still there. But little bit of a change of pace.
Yeah, because you got too busy producing. You know, and when he's with MOP, you know, you got Fizzy Woe, but Billy Danze's voice is Billy Danze's voice. That legendary Brownsville MC giving you exactly what you come to expect.
Yeah, I liked it.
You know,
I liked it a lot.
What I like that there's features, and I like the people that he's featured, but I don't believe that Danze needs features on his records. So I don't know if he's like, I want to work with this guy, so I'm gonna get him on here. I want to hype up these guys, so I want to get them on here. I don't know if it's like that, because he can carry the entire album on his own.
Yeah. But I think he just wanted to work with some people. He's like, hey,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what would it sound like if I rapped with Deck?
Yeah,
Let's
I
find out.
actually like that song a lot.
that song was good. No, I like the record a lot. So that is Billy Danze, The Answer, your record of the week for episode 640. Remind you that your one and done was the CMCs with Everyday Death Sentence. Your new artist of the month for May of 2026, the Ultramagnetic MCs.
Yes.
So the Ultramagnetic MCs were drawn out of a hat, I guess. American hip-hop group based in the Bronx, founded by Kool Keith, featuring Ced G, TR Love, and Mo Love.
Love.
So the fact that Kool Keith is part of this, of course, makes perfect sense.
The mastermind behind it all. Back in his Papa Large era.
Yes. Kool Keith, Ced G, TR Love, Mo Love, JC. On a whole lot of different records throughout their course.
Yeah.
And the discography, I mean, everybody knows Critical Beatdown.
Critical Beatdown, yes.
So they've got a few records. So we will dive into some.
I'll have one set up for you next week.
Yes. Some Ultramagnetic MCs, including the one and only Kool Keith. So there is your artist of the month. And before we take our final break, we have an old to the new for you.
We do.
The old to the new comes to you from friend of the show, Chip Fu, featuring, once again, Busta Rhymes. And the name of the track is Have Mercy. Brought to you by Chip Fu, Busta Rhymes, and Mr. Throwback Thursday.
Lord God, have mercy. Lord God, have mercy. Lord God, have mercy.
Yo, I fried him in my fire and the fire from my fryer. I give the fire and I get the tiger like a two-time Muay Thai fighter. No use for the loose screws or scruples will lose when I screwed mine tighter. So in due time you find to reach this level you do can't climb up. And it takes growth first. You Mr. Roachford had the growth spurt. Cause fire and charcoal out of my throat squirts until my throat hurts. Don't try make them harmful, you need to go church and then soul search. Cause a fry when arise souls and put you in the coffin in your own hearse. So don't assume it's Allah, kuna matata, soon get bada. Cause I eat you like a spoon of tuna after the tuna get catching the tuna get chopped up. But what I spits like a lunar eclipse, like when the moon go and dips in the room it just blocks out. No room as soon as the step inside the booth, sit under get dudes and get chopped out. Cause any dude that get eat up like Denny food. So tell me what tuna I chat about. And no need for no tune up, I'm in mint condition. So turn your volume up to max now. And while you up, I'm just coming to rog you up until you niggas just pass out. Lord of mercy, how on earth is he? Being lyrically disrespectful, he must be from Mars or Mercury with large arms that'll put the squeeze on Hercules. My God of mercy, it's common courtesy. From now on to Bob and Curtsy, when we first meet, there'll be lots of church peeps around to get hers fleet when you leave. My God of mercy, it's an emergency. Ever since I emerged, they hear me, can compare me, can give me the third degree, but that's like comparing me to herbal tea. My God of mercy, anytime you first meet, see none of them boy want nothing to me, so please move from the microphone before you get real bun up properly. Because we got just abusive, every booth we use our uses, we're accused of leaving bruises and contuses, where we exclusive, we get nuisance with elusives, and the proof is that everything that we do, and this includes with spat, spewed, and impact will move all the bullshit, everything altitude, and I'm out to cruise, and I'm about to prove that when I'm in the booth, I'm like a fuse lid, never ever with a shoe fit, always different from the get up, never let them not a little bit, kill it with a different hit in an instant, you don't know what you're up against, speaking buster. Lord, mercy. Lord, God, have mercy. Lord, God, have mercy. Lord, God, have mercy. Lord, God, have mercy.
Now, you need to keep moving from amongst us as the blessings keep being bestowed upon us in an abundance. You niggas is a fungus. See, I put down niggas and I surround niggas and I run over them like buses until the police bust us. And I'ma make the grandparents really angry and really wanna start the cusses. And I'm realizing there's a bunch of niggas that wanna run around and try to be like buses. What the fuck is this? Now what's the fuss? You see, the facts is that no matter what the fuck is this. See, I'ma clap them back. Remember that I'm on the track. Fuck around, I'ma fuck it, bitch. See, I'ma walk and fish and capture the sharks and I'ma run up on your ship. They can't believe that I'm the man with the spark. You thought you could fuck with this. And you can watch the way to the balance scale of life justice to reward a penalty if you carry guns or a nice spirits get colder when you're holding that gun and strapped up in the holster. The poster boy that will destroy every joker that'll try to hoax his Gurkha cigar smoking. But as a shorty, I used to try to holler at girls where both of their feet was penny loafing. Yeah, we was coasting and we was boasting every time we walked up to him and talked up to him. Made their boyfriend a little uncomfortable and get a chalk around him and a chalk right through him.
Every time I come in, we beat him when I make a nigga run. You know I'm never done it, and I bang him and I kill him and have a little fun and act a little dumb. I'm lyrically bigger than a fun combined. Never forget it, I'm better than the most. I'm coming to get it no matter what the weather, and I hope they ready, cause I'm coming to kill him and hit him and get him and then I do what I'ma do and shine. See the way that I be moving it through him and how I come and I be doing it to him. Get low. Every day we got him losing it to him. We got him over till the music is through. Let's go, bitch. And again, I'm a one of a kind. You ain't known but a seeking to find and to learn that the fact is that God is back. If you question that, you done lost your mind, nigga.
Lord, God, have mercy. Have mercy, y'all. Lord, God, have mercy. Lord, God, have mercy. Lord, God, have mercy. Hey, yo, ha.
Chip Fu and Busta Rhymes with Have Mercy. You're old to the new. I kind of wondered what it would be like to have the two fast talkers on the same track.
Yeah, this is one of those things you would have expected to see when the Fushnikins and Leaders of the New were still around.
Mm-hmm.
And now you get to see what it was, you know how it turned out to be.
Mm-hmm. I liked it. it. I'm a big fan.
Hell yeah.
So, old to the new, Chip Fu featuring Busta Rhymes, Have Mercy. Artist of the Month, Ultramagnetic MCs. Record of the Week, Billy Dan's with The Answer, and your one and done, the CMC's Everyday Death Sentence. It is time for our final break of the evening. When we come back, it will be time for Bill Reed's Lyrics, brought to you tonight by Buck Bald Brewery. And I will go get my Buck Bald Brew out of the fridge while we're at break. So come on back to Mr. Throwback Thursday.
You get yours, I'll set up. Lord God, have mercy. Let's see. Suppose should do this. Should get my disclaimer ready. I should get the new Burl intro ready. Bring this back down here because you don't need to see that. Bill Reed's Lyrics alternate. That's all I hear. Lion, you should open a package. The rest of you guys have no idea what I'm talking about. There is no reason to buy toys and not play with your toys. Most of my Super 7s are open. Let me give you my
Brew has
Czar
been
face.
obtained.
Nice. My Czar face Impostar is open. My Czar Noir is open. My Czar face Ultimate is open.
Mm-hmm.
My Concrete Jungle statue is of Reggie Noble is open. The only reason some of these aren't open is because I don't have stands to put them on. Lion has this cool ass Godzilla that he opened,
Yeah.
and he's like, I opened it. I'm like, fuck it, open it.
Fuck it.
And then go to super7.com/Mr. Throwback Thursday, and you can get the Cherry Blossom. Oh, I do have that one.
Grumpy Buck's Orange Wheat. That's going to be tonight's brew.
Yeah, you can get the Godzilla Cherry Blossom collection.
Cool.
It's fucking awesome.
So what did we think, folks, of the old to the new, or the the old to the new?
Old and new.
The chip food track. I liked it.
Gotta say, I'm a fan.
All right.
Da-da-da.
So the brew has been obtained.
All right. Well, I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna get the burl ready. I'm gonna unmute so you echo.
As I do.
I'm gonna hit this drop, and we can get into it if you'd like.
It is hard.
All right, let's do this with a tree. Bouge mama.
What's your name?
My name? I became a bill, and I'll remain a bill until they decide to make me a law.
Did you know that there are at least 23 million American adults who can't read a want ad?
Or a book, or a job application. That's why we have RIF.
RIF is reading is fundamental.
Most people probably don't listen to the message.
Most people probably don't listen to the lyrics.
But they should.
Welcome to Bill Reed's Lyrics.
The following segment of Bill Reed's Lyrics is an educational discussion of artistic expression and creativity in modern music. This segment may contain explicit or offensive language. Sensitive individuals are discouraged from listening. The views and opinions within these lyrics are not necessarily those of Mr. Throwback Thursday or its hosts.
I'll never, ever get that right, but it's just fun to try to lip sync it. Welcome back, Mr. Throwback Thursday, episode 640. It is indeed time for Bill Reed's Lyrics. Tonight, brought to you by Buckbald Brewery, which I have the hat somewhere, but I don't have it right with me. Tonight's Buckbald brew of choice is Grumpy Buck's Orange Wheat. I don't know if everybody can see that. So
Let's get a shot there. Yep.
I'm going to give that a nice crack.
Hit me.
Ooh, nice sound. I have my big giant mug, which will be filled with beer in just a moment.
Nice. Beer. Here.
Give that a nice pour.
You don't have your green screen behind you, do you?
No.
I didn't think so. You're completely disappearing into your background.
Yes, I know. All right. Well, a little foamy, but little foamy, homie.
A little bit ahead there.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I think it's because of the color of the beer.
Is your beer green? No, because you don't have a green screen. That's right.
No, okay. Oh, now you can see it.
Yeah.
See, a lot of foam. So let's see how this is. Oh, this might be my favorite of all the ones she sent us.
Nice. Is it orangey or is it weedy or is it both?
It's a little bit of both, but not a lot of either.
Nice.
So it's a very pleasant on the palate brew. I would definitely drink multiples of these with a good burger or a good steak.
Nice. So shouts to Buckball for making a quality beverage once again. Even though it's got a ton of head on that one because Bill poured it incorrectly.
Well, Bill poured it incorrectly because I was trying to pour it on my
on the camera, and yes.
But, no, that one's gonna be put down real quick. Nice. All right. So thank you, Buckbald Brewery, and thank you once again, Gail, and all the people at Buckbald. So hopefully they're listening tonight. If not, we'll have to send them our best.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to make it down that way. We're planning on going to Harris Cherokee in North Kakalaki in September sometime around Rye's birthday. So we may run over there to Murphy and swing into Buckbald.
That really is a good beer. All right, sir.
All right, I will head over to Private Shizat. I will click over here. I'll click over here, and I will send you this.
Of course it is.
see where I was going with.
Yeah. Yeah, I do see that indeed. Let me just move this.
Bring it on down to Liquorville.
And now I have to burp. So
okay.
Chronicles of the Juice Man. So this would be all right, where are we going?
You're going to verse 3.
Shri?
It's 1, a 2, a 3. 3.
That's 2. That's the hook. This is going to be me sneezing. Let me mute this. Okay, let's find verse 3.
Yes.
And that hook is pretty simple, huh?
Kind of is.
Oh my gosh. Verse 3 is La Chat. Oh, great. Have we done this before?
We have not done this one. No, she has worked with Juicy J and 3-6 a few times, but
yes, and
we've not done this one.
We have done other ones from grouping in Bill Reed's lyrics.
Yes, and slobbing on things, and yes, we have done those.
Please don't say that as I have my beer up to my face. All right.
So no type of ado. Sesame Street Grover Styley, whether nearer.
I honestly can't see a thing as far as what the first lyric is. I
That's
just see
good.
verse 3 and everything else is covered. So this is going full blind.
Or further.
Or further.
We will cue the motherfucking piano.
A head-hunting bitch that's on a mission looking for the head for that pussy-sucking motherfucker slobbing in my legs. 'Cause we buck. Now you know we down to fuck. You gon' put your face in face and work yo tongue until I nut. Bitch Nickelback, yeah, you love it when I treat you like a hoe. Man, these Nickelbacks claiming pimpin' is these Nickelbacks that'll go first time. Boy, whatever. So you listed a beginner. You faux show to be a pro, 'cause I'ma feed you lunch and dinner. Break your knees. Keep it real. Come on, do that thing you do. All you Nickelbacks eating pussy, chat got nothing but love for you. Don't be ashamed. You a man. You supposed to please a bitch. If you want it dripping wet, you gotta lick it before you hit. Camera ready in the closet. Lights, camera, action. I'ma show my girls for promotion on ya capping. Man, you out the frame. Man, you licking in the right spot. You gon' be my man. fuck that shit. I'm putting Yo Cap on lock.
Well done.
And then the chorus is the same thing about 500 times.
Till he's dead.
Bill reads lyrics brought to you tonight by Buckbald Brewing Company. Buckbald Brewing, the home of, or the creator of, Grumpy Buck's Orange Wheat. If you get a chance to find this anywhere and drink it, I fully recommend it.
I would recommend running down to Murphy, North Carolina.
If you're in the area, go there and get yourself some Buckbald.
I believe they have 2 locations.
Yes, they do. One in North Carolina and one in Tennessee, I believe.
Tennessee.
That was on, and where the hell were we? Five Below in the Galleria Mall. It came on.
Hey, the Rivers Casino Portsmouth.
Yes.
Arrested Development will be performing there.
Very nice. Will you be attending?
I'm not sure. I have to check my schedule and see if it lines up.
Well, very cool.
Last time they were here at the Pavilion, I did see them.
Very cool. They put on a good show, yeah?
They do. Excellent show, yes.
So, the hat was already switched because I've been wearing this one all night.
You have. Then it would be appreciated if you would take us home.
Do you want me to take us home, or do you want me to spill the beans as to what's going on next week?
Oh, you want to do that here?
Let's do it. We're wrapping things up here for the week.
All right.
But I need everyone listening to get ready for our next episode next week. That'll be a week from Monday.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the legendary Grandmaster Kaz will be in the building with us.
Yes, yes.
You already know the legacy. Casanova Fly, because I'm the CASA, the NOVA, and the rest is FLY.
Indeed.
Cold Crush Brothers, the first true lyricist of the culture. Next week, we're asking the questions. Questions you haven't heard a million times. Hopefully questions he hasn't heard at all.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping. I always like that when we ask the question and they go, ooh, that's a good question, because people haven't asked it.
Next week, we're asking those questions. The street-level marketing warfare of the golden era, the technical hustle of DJing before the gear caught up to the culture. Hopefully some incredible behind-the-scenes stories from Channel 43. We cannot wait to share this one with the posse. Make sure you are here. You are subscribed. So for those...
You hit that bell for all those people who say...
Yes, go to the YouTube channel. Smash that subscribe button and then hit that bell so you know when we're live to hear us talk to the legendary Grandmaster Kaz. We will see you a week from Monday for the legendary episode with the legendary Grandmaster Kaz. But for tonight, it is time to take us home, as Jamie said. So, episode 640 of Mr. Throwback Thursday, brought to you in part by our good friends at Def Rugs, defrugs.com. Facebook, Instagram, the artist formerly known as Twitter, the cesspool currently known as X, all at Def Rugs. Go get yourself a Def Rug by going there and ordering a Def Rug. It's handmade, it's high quality, it's hip-hop themed. Great stuff. Go to defrugs.com. You can see all sorts of pictures. Marshall does great work. It's Marshall Fox and the Green-Eyed Bandit, Eric Sermon, bringing you Def Rugs. Our good friend Heather Lent up in Schenectady, New York, is the proprietor of the Bittersweet Candy Company, and that makes her... She makes candy and chocolate that is handmade, small batch, different, and...
delicious.
Go check them out on Facebook and order at bittersweetcandy.com. Use our code THROWBACK to save 10% off your order. Great stuff coming out of Schenectady. Great stuff coming out of J Street. Great stuff coming out of Bittersweet Candy Company from our good friend Heather. Our friend Pumice T. Mandola, who will be very happy the Buffalo Sabres moved on tonight.
Yes.
Boston Bruins. So very happy Buffalo man. Melted Mike's is his gig. MLTDMICS.com. Hip-hop and pop culture themed items such as t-shirts, hats, coffee mugs, and you can get all of those things, and you can save money on them by using our code MR Throwback Thursday at checkout, and that saves you 10%. So go to Melted Mike's and get yourself a cool Melton Mike's t-shirt. Jamie has a few. I have a few. They are fantastic.
Yes, I need to get a few more.
Hip Hop Headlines, article number 7, brought to you tonight by Super 7. Is your shelf looking a little quiet? It needs some noise. It needs some Super 7. We got a special landing page set up just for you. Whether you're hunting for the hip hop reaction figures, hello, Beastie Boys Sabotage figures. Those would be the ones I would get.
Yes. Or like Lion with the entire Godzilla collection that's over there.
Absolutely. Godzilla, Silverhawks releases, all that stuff. You need to grab them through us. You go to super7.com/MR Throwback Thursday. You can show Super 7 that the Mr. Throwback Thursday posse runs deep with classic beats and classic toys. So go there and get yourself some reaction figures and other things at super7.com/MR Throwback Thursday. Social media network for the show. Don't forget to visit us at our homepage, MrThrowbackThursday.com, MRThrowbackThursday.com. Leave us a voice message by clicking that little microphone that says hit us up. You can also follow us on the cesspool formerly known as Twitter, now known as X, at @the_MR_TBT and Bill_MR_TBT, which is also my Instagram handle. It's probably better to follow us there because that's not a cesspool. And Jamie on Instagram is at MR Throwback Thursday. That is also our TikTok channel where Jamie sometimes will post the shorts from the show.
I did good last week. I wasn't even in town and I posted 3 of them.
Yes, and I repost them when you do. So, but you can also see those shorts, as we said, by going to youtube.com/MRTBT and smashing that subscribe button.
Yes.
Smash
and the
that
bell. So
button.
when we flip and do a Friday night, you get notified.
Click that bell so you know when we go live. So you were able to join us tonight, and we certainly appreciate you. You can also go to Facebook at Mr. Throwback Thursday and Home of the TBT Posse, the homepage for the show and the gathering page for everybody who listens. And good place to pick on me. You can
like
also,
our old to the new artist this week.
Yes, who loves to do that. If you want to be part of the TBT Posse Street Team, where you can be part of spreading the word, slapping stickers on light poles, or being a person on the street hosting a TBT game show, like last week when we had our first incarnation of Cool Keith or Gibberish.
Yes, shout out to Cranky and Tone.
Email us at tbtpossestreetteam@gmail.com. If you have anything to send us news-wise, you can just send that to mrthrowbackthursday@gmail.com. It is shout-outs time.
Yay.
Shout-outs to the lady who sent us the beer. Thank you very much, Gail Dunmeyer. And we shout out Manny Baez, and we shout out Sarah Henderson and John Henderson, who was not here tonight, so he missed the intro. We shout out Hugo Gonzalez, who we said has to go to Venice.
Yeah, and get some ice cream.
We shout out Sanket Patel and the Shrieking Warrior, Jennifer Buchanan, and Jason Heath, and Jessica Walker, and Shane Hatley, Ahoy Mateys, Captain Ricky Schnarr, Mr. Cranky Pants, Brian Hollenbeck, the legendary Kevin Van Buren, Robert Jeffroy, Kate Harvey, Catherine Liska, Jessica Walker, Lion Lynn Waddell, who joined us tonight, and Wanda Calamia, who joined us tonight, and Gunther, of course, for having. They get announced.
Or more.
That's why they get announced every week. Because John's here. He had a choir concert.
He
John,
did.
our record of the week had an intro.
It
and
did.
It's from Billy Dan's. So make sure your friend DJ
Check the show notes.
knows that. So that is our patrons. If you want to get your name mentioned every week, become a patron as well. Go to patreon.com/MRTBT. John, I don't know if you heard the announcement. Make sure you join us for next week. We will be back on our Monday night schedule. A week from Monday, we will be here, and we will be talking to the legendary Grandmaster Kaz.
Yes.
So make sure you're with us that night if you can be. Bring your questions for the man himself, CASA, the NOVA, and the rest is FLY. Don't forget our friends in the industry. As always, check out 1980s Now with Will, Kat, and John. Check out Anthony, Imran, and the Rug Boy over at the Jock and Nerd Podcast. Check out Talking Thai on What's the Word Podcast with Brooklyn Thai. Also, check out the hardest working turntablist in the world. That's our good friend DJ B. He is on Fresh Radio and itsfreshradio.com and the Fresh Radio app for your phone, where you can get the world premiere of each episode of our show, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday evenings. Everybody else gets it on Thursday. Get the Fresh Radio app for your phones and don't be late on that. You can also go to Wild One Radio at wildoneradio.com. We come on 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time there. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, review, all that good stuff. Back on our Monday schedule, a week from this Monday, we will be talking to Grandmaster Kaz. So
May 11th.
We're here for that, May 11th. So put it on your calendar. Go to youtube.com, smash that subscribe button, and click that bell, and that lets you know when we're live, because we will be live with the legendary Grandmaster Kaz. Until that time, Jamie, I hope you enjoyed your anniversary trip.
I did, and I hope you enjoy yours.
I hope I enjoy mine as well. I love my wife very much. 23 years, 23 down, another 23 hopefully to go, and even more so than that. All my best to Mrs. Throwback Thursday on your anniversary as well. Once again, we're looking down. I know he's looking down on us. We remember our good friend Bobo. Scott, love you, brother. Until next time, everybody keep it classic.
And like Cool Keith said, captain of program, girl, I run this enterprise. Open your eyes. Now you realize, put on your thigh highs.
And always remember,
new school stale, old school fresh.
Fresh.